Hello my friends, welcome to Bookla's channel. In today's video I will show you how to build a real website with online booking system using Framer and Bookla. If you own a paddle club, or maybe you're building a website to one of your clients, this tutorial will save you a lot of time and probably a lot of money. And the best part? We already prepared a free website template for you. You can literally copy it, customize it, change colors, text, pages. It's really well optimized for mobile devices, and you can easily connect it with Bookla. And of course you may ask, hey Igor, why do I need my own website if there is a Playtomic and I can just publish the details of my paddle club there and start accepting bookings? And you might be right, but Playtomic is not available everywhere. It's quite expensive and you might be losing a lot of profit by paying just their commissions. And the third, that I think the most important thing, that you're basically giving your customers to this platform for free. So you are spending money on marketing, advertising, so you just like paying to get customers, and then you just sending those customers to third-party platform to make bookings there. So at least it's not that smart. When you have your own website, your client's data stays yours. Neither Framer nor Bookla share it with anyone. Your customers are your customers. This is not about replacing Playtomic. It's about owning your distribution and your relationship with players. In this tutorial, I will show you exactly how to build it step by step. Now, one important thing. This is not just a single tutorial. We'll publish more tutorials about the Paddle Club website creation, how to do the memberships, how to do the classes, and also how to create an open games component. So please write a comment if you are really interested in this functionality, and we'll do these videos as soon as possible. And now let's build something clubs actually control, but not just rent. Okay, so you can find the link to the template in the description of the video, and when you click this link, you will see this page where you can copy the template and start building your website. So here we just need to click copy, and the project will be initiated in your Framer workspace, and then you will be able to modify everything. So yeah, the project is initiated, and as you can see, so we have all the layouts here for desktop, tablet and phone, and also we can check that we have different pages here. But let's just go through this template and I will explain what you can modify and what parameters are available. So actually you can modify everything, but let's just go section by section. So let's start with the section, with the main section, like a homepage, where you can modify these ball parameters. So here you can find on the right side different parameters that you can play with, for example, like number of particles, also the size of the particle, and also rotation speed, cursor strength, and colors and everything. So you can play with it and achieve different effects for this ball. Also, yeah, like a normal template, you can just modify all these texts, also these buttons. So for example, when you select this button, you have different parameters here. So the button can be filled or outline, and also you can change the title and also the link where it goes. So then we have our club section, where you can also modify these items. So if you can go inside those items, you will see that we have different variants. So we have like 4 different variants, but you can modify the icons, also the text, and then paste it here. Also, we have a gallery right here. So on the right side, you will see images, what we currently use, and you can modify them or add even more. So for example, if you want to modify pictures, just click the picture, and you can just click change image and select image from your computer. So then let's go next. Here we have our Book Your Court section. So this section uses Bookla component for court reservation, but we will go through it a bit later. So I will explain how to use it and also how to connect it with Bookla. So then we have Meet the Pros. So this section is with the coaches. So here you can see a nice grid with coaches, and you can basically modify them here. So you can just go inside, and as you can see, we also have different variants of coaches. So for example, you can select here this coach and also change, for example, image, name, title, subtitle, description, and and you can just modify these fields to fit your coaches. And also you can for example, set a different number of coaches. For example, if you have more or less, so you can add more or just remove from this list. So, but to add more items, for example, here, you just need to copy any card, like change the coach, and then when you select this component, it's a carousel component, you just need to click here and select the card that you just added. But as we already have all the cards set, then we don't need to add anything additionally here. Then we have a Padel Club Academy with 2 cards. So one for kids, another for adult academy. And how to create the academy section, I will explain in the future tutorials. So for now, you can just like check how it looks. Also, yes, you can modify all the data. You can go inside the card here and you can just modify all text and buttons here. Then get in touch section where you can modify the address. Also, for example, the phone number is clickable. So here, when you have a content here, and you can just put a link here, for example, to WhatsApp or, for example, to telephone numbers. And if you want to add a telephone number here, so the link should look like this: tel, 2 dots, and then you just entering the phone number. And here we have email, also clickable. And for example, if you want to open a default email app, you can just write here mail to, and then just write an email where you want to write. So basically it will be the same email as we have here. For now, we don't need it. And then also we have follow us icons where you can just add your social network. So in this template we have Facebook, Instagram and YouTube, but you can just change to whatever you want. And also we have a standard framer form component that you can modify, and also you can change the parameters send to or redirect after the form submission. So you can just read more how it works, and you can just connect quite easily this form. Also the footer, so with just common links like privacy policy, terms of service, or cookies, so you can just change these items as you want. So then other pages that what we have, so we have the academy here, we have 404 page, so I really like it. So no ball, no players, nothing found. So this page will be displayed if somebody wants to go to the link that doesn't exist. And also we have some pages for booking confirmation, booking pending, payment successful, and payment failed. So these links will be necessary for our tutorial. So now let's go back to our homepage and let's start connecting our Bookla component here. But before that, we need to go to Bookla and create all the data necessary there. Now we are in Bookla and we need to create our resources and services for our court reservations. So let's start with the resources. So basically for every court we need to create a resource. So let's start creating by clicking new resource, and let's call it, for example, court 1. And here we can add working hours. So, for example, if you're working like 7 days a week at the same time, you don't need to select any days here, but you need to choose the working hours. For example, from 8 in the morning till 10 in the evening. So you can specify the different working hours, for example, for specific days of the week, and also you can prioritize these rules. So you can create like multiple working hour rules for one resource, and the rule with the higher priority will be taken if more than one rule are matched for a particular day or for particular working hours. So let's just click default rule for our resource, and here we can also set the closing periods. For example, if the court is not available for some period of time, you can just create a closing period for a few hours or a day or a week, so as you want. Then let's create one more court. We can also change the color here. For example, it will be a blue one. Court number 2. Create. And the same working hours, but let's make a little bit different. So for example, this court is available from Monday till Friday from, for example, 8 till 16, because starting from the 4 p.m. we have schools, and we have these schools, for example, till 9 in the evening, and then from 9 till 10 it's still available. For example, if somebody wants to book for 1 hour, or maybe it's better, let's just create it till 8, so basically anybody can book more than 1 hour here, so like 4 hours for schools. Let's create. And then we need to create another working hour rules for Saturday and Sunday. And let's say we don't have any schools there, and it just works the same way as usual, like without any breaks. Let's create. So now we see that we have 2 rules. So one from Monday till Friday and one for Saturday and Sunday. So, and we have, for example, for this particular court, we have a break from 4 p.m. till 8. And we assume that there will be schools, so then nobody will be able to book this time. So, okay, these 2 courts are created. Of course, you can create more courts, but for this tutorial, we'll just use these 2 courts. Now let's go to services and let's create a new service. So it can be a court reservation service. Click next, and here we need to choose the flexible service type, because our clients will be able to select the duration of the booking. Like, for example, it can be 1 hour, 1.5, 2 hours. So it depends how long our clients want to play. So then click next. So booking interval, let it be, for example, 1 hour, or it can be 30 minutes. It just depends how you want people to be able to book it. Like every 30 minutes, for example, people can book at 9, 9:30, 10, or for example, if you set, I don't know, the duration can be 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours. So then booking interval should be like 1 hour. So then people will be able to book it at 9, 10, 11. But for this tutorial, we can just make it 30 minutes. And the booking policy for now, it will be instant booking. So when people gonna make the booking, so the booking is automatically confirmed. But we're gonna switch it to the prepayment when we're gonna start integrating our payments. But for now, let's keep it instant booking. Click create. Now we need to create, to link our resources, basically our courts. Here we can just select our 2 courts and link them. Now we need to go to the pricing. So we need to select the currency, for example, US dollars, And also we need to set the price rule. So here it's like really flexible section where you can define different pricing rules. And for example, for tennis court, we need to specify, let's say, the different pricing for different part of the day that we're gonna have a different pricing. So for example, during mornings and let's keep it mornings, we have for example, let's say $10 per 30 minutes. For example, if you want to set the price for 1 hour, then you can change the duration here. Also, we have the min duration and max duration. So it's used, for example, when you have a really flexible price rules. Let's say when somebody is making a booking 2 hours or more, then you can set the price for the duration, for example, can be lower than if somebody is making a booking for duration that is less than 2 hours. So you can also check our other tutorials where we explain more how to use price rules, or for example, you can read our documentation. But for now, let's just keep it more or less realistic, how it can work in real life. And let's say we can just separate like peak hours and other hours. For example, right now these are not peak hours, and it can be like Monday through Friday, and the hours here we can set, for example, it can be from 8 in the morning till 4. And also but yeah, let's keep it till 4. Create. And also let's add price rule for the same 30 minutes, but for Saturday and Sunday. And for Saturday and Sunday, for example, we don't care at what particular hour people are booking. So this is like a flat fee for court reservation. Let's create. And also we need to set the price rule for peak hours for from Monday till Friday. Let's click add price rule, and let's say here we have $15 per 30 minutes during peak hours. And let's create limit for days and also for hours. Let it be from 16 till 22, and the priority will be higher here. Let's click create, and now we have all the rules that we need to cover all cases that can be booked by customers. So if somebody is booking on Saturday and Sunday, or during Monday and Tuesday, and depending on different hours. So then in the settings we can also set, for example, the availability period. It means that you want to limit for how long starting from now people are able to book. For example, you can set maximum 2 days or 3 days in advance people can make bookings. So that will show the availability only starting from now and 3 days in advance. But if you're gonna keep it unset, then all times will be available, even like after a month or 2 months. So then you can just change this if you need it. The duration is like a base duration of the slot. It can be like 30 minutes, 1 hour, but you can also modify that on Framer, and I will show you how to do that. Time interval that we previously set, and also buffer before and buffer after. So buffer before is used, for example, if you don't want somebody to do the last minute bookings. For example, if I don't know, somebody wants to book a court in 5 minutes, but you want, I don't know, some time to prepare it, or there can be different situations, then you can just set, let's say, okay, like 1 hour is the minimum starting from now that people can make the booking. So for example, even if there is an available court in 5 minutes, so then person will not be able to book this court. Here we can preview our schedule to check if everything works correctly. So for example, if somebody wants to book 1 hour, and we can select the date, for example, starting from tomorrow, and we see that this 1 hour at 8, it will be $20, but starting from 4, it will be $30. But if you're gonna book your reservation starting from 3:30, then it takes 30 minutes for $10, but another 30 minutes it takes $15. So because it's like between two price rules, so that's why it just takes 30 minutes from one and 30 minutes from another, and that's why it's really flexible, that even if people are booking like the start of the booking is at the cheaper time period, but then it switches to the more expensive, then Bookla covers that. So yes, and also here you can just change, for example, 2 hours, and you see that the price dynamically changes. And also let's check, for example, for the weekend. Yeah, we see that on Saturday all the prices are the same. Okay, let's close it here. And now let's go to Framer and start integrating Bookla there. We are back to Framer, and right here, let's just double click our booking component, and we will be able to edit all the parameters of the Bookla's component. So click here to select Bookla flexible component, and on the right side you will be able to modify all the parameters. If you want to know more about every parameter, you can check other videos that we have on our channel. But for our use case, we need to modify just a few of them. So first of all, we need to connect it to Bookla. So here is the Bookla parameter where we can enter the details, the API region. So to know it, we need to go back to Bookla, and here we see that it's US. Then API key, so we'll generate it later. And company ID. To get the company ID, go to Bookla, select the company on the left side, and here will be the ID. Just copy here and paste to Framer component here. Now we also need to enter the service ID. Let's go to Bookla platform. Inside services section, we need to select the service, and here on the top we have copy button for the ID. Go back and just add here. And the last thing that we need to do is to generate the API key. We need to go to the Bookla platform, go to developer section. Right here we need to create new API key. We can name it, for example, Framer. And we need to select only client permissions. So please don't select merchant permissions, because if somebody will get your API key, and if you're gonna use it in Framer, so it will be like really easy to steal. Then if you're gonna add some merchant permissions, then somebody will be able, for example, to delete service or edit your resource or working hour or anything, or clients, for example. Then please be sure that you just choosing the client permissions here. So we need to choose the client service, client resource, and guest client here. Click create, and now you can copy this API key. So you will be able to see this API key only once, so please copy it and paste to the Framer. If you're gonna need another API key, just generate the new one. So then let's open the Bookla settings here and add the API key here. Now let's close it and let's preview how it works. Yeah, we see that it's working, so we can select the duration, we can even select the quote here, and also we can select the time when we want to book, or for example, date, time. Yes, it's working. And also we can change the duration here, for example, 2 hours, and we see that the price also changes. Perfect. now we have connected our components to Bookla. Also, by the way, if you want to change the default duration for the minimum duration of the booking, you can also change that in component settings on the right side. So here we have right here the last one, durations settings. And here there is a step. For example, if you don't want it to be like 30 minutes, you can change it, for example, to 1 hour, and then the minimum duration and also the maximum duration. For example, if you don't want anybody to have a maximum limit, so you can just put it to 0, or let's say, I don't know, like 5 hours, for example, as a maximum. Then close it, and for example, yeah, let's just check that it works. For the minimum, let's say we have 1 hour and 30 minutes. Let's click preview, and we see that the default duration is 1 hour and 30 minutes. So you can just adjust this parameter as you need. So also, if you don't want people to be able to choose the court, you can also hide this select court section. To do that, you need to go to the settings of the component, find here the resource, here resource setting, and you will be able to make it invisible. So then the court will be automatically allocated to customer depending on the availability. Okay, so the component has been configured. So the component has been configured in Framer, and let's just check how it looks overall on our website. So here is our page. Let's just click book a court, and yes, we see that it's fully functional here. We can just select time, accept terms and conditions, click continue, and enter details here. Okay, the next step, what we should do is to set up email notifications, because we want our customers to receive emails when somebody is making a booking and they need to receive a confirmation email, or for example cancellation email, or if the booking was modified. And to do that, we need to go to the Bookla platform, and we need to activate specific plugin for that. So we need to go to the plugin section and click add plugin. So here in the plugin section, you can extend the functionality of Bookla. So for example, we have here booking rules plugin, promotion codes, service add-ons, gift cards, and many more, and also the payment providers. So, and the first plugin that we're gonna start with is email notifications. So let's click add and confirm that we have added the plugin. Click email notifications on the left side panel, and here when the email plugin is enabled, we can start creating our template. So first of all, when we click create template, we can see the template type. There are two options, merchant and client. So merchant, it's when you want to receive an email when somebody makes a booking. So for example, you can select the event type. So it's booking confirmed, booking cancelled, booking edited, booking pending, and also for the subscription and gift cards. And for example, if you want to receive an email when somebody makes the booking and the booking is confirmed, you can write recipients here. So who gonna receive this email? So you just need to write emails, like comma separated emails. For example, email 1, comma email 2. And here by default you have a subject template and the body template. This text, what we have here for subject or for example for body, it's changing depending on the event type. So by default we have different templates depending on the event type. So for example, if we changing to the booking cancelled, we see that the subject changes to booking cancelled, and also the body template also has been changed. So you can change these texts and also these parameters that you can see here in the square brackets, so they will be replaced to the real data for this particular template. So you can read more about how the email notifications work and what kind of parameters you can include in our documentation. So I will leave the link to our email notifications documentation in the description of this video. So just go there and read all the available information and check all the available parameters. But here for our tutorial, let's just create one template for client. As you can see, when we change the template type, so we don't need to enter any emails, because for this particular event, we're gonna use the email of the client, because when client makes the booking, so the email is a required field. And for example, for booking confirmed, we see that we have a default subject, your booking confirmation, and the body template, dear client first name, your booking has been confirmed, and some booking details. So let's just keep the default one, but in the future, for example, you can add some additional text, for example, see you soon, or anything else. And let's create the template. And now if we're gonna go to the clients tab, we will see that the email template is created, and we can edit it or preview. So for example, we can preview it or click edit and just modify the text. Also, you can create more than one template, of course. For example, for the client, if the booking has been cancelled, so you can also create the event, and you will see that for booking cancelled, you also have an email template. Also, in the settings, you can set reply to email, because if you're going to use this plugin, all the emails will be sent from Bookla domain. But if you're gonna set reply to email, then if somebody wants to reply to the booking confirmation, then you will receive this email, because they will click reply button. So, and your reply to email will be used as a primary email. So for example, you can click and set and write here, for example, my email at gmail.com. Save, and that's it. So basically, the setup for email notifications is completed, and you don't need to change anything in Framer. The next step is enabling payments through Stripe. But before we do it, let's check how the bookings works just with instant bookings without payments. So let's select some time. Let's accept terms and conditions. Let's fill some details, and let's make a booking. So yeah, we are just redirected to the thank you page, because the booking is made is confirmed automatically, and we don't need to do anything else here. So all the bookings go to our booking section. Let's just check that it's working properly. Yeah, we see that the court reservation right here. So we see all the information, and the booking policy is instant, and we see the client details. But now let's add payments, because most probably you would like your clients to do the prepayments for the booking. To do that, let's first enable Stripe plugin in our plugin section. So let's click Add Plugin. Let's go down to the payment provider section, and here we have Stripe. Just click Add and add here. So on the left side we'll see Stripe, and let's start connecting it. So for connection we need the secret key, success redirect URL, failure redirect URL, and cancel redirect URL. So let's start with the secret key. Let's go to Stripe, and here in Stripe I have created a sandbox environment from my live environment, and I would really recommend to start with a sandbox environment to test everything out. So just to make sure that everything works properly and that the booking process is nice and fluent. So we see that we have publishable key and secret key here, and we can just copy the secret key, and let's go to the Bookla platform and paste it here. Success redirect URL, it should be the URL from our Framer website. So let's publish the website. And if we can go to our domain, so we'll see our homepage here. But let's better select pre-made payment success page here, and let's open it here. And we see that the payment success with our domain. So just copy this link and let's paste it in Bookla, success redirect URL. Also, we have payment failed. So we can just change payment failed here. And we have some default page like, oops, something went wrong, we couldn't process your payment. So, and basically we can use the same payment failed for both failure and cancel. So if you want to differentiate those pages, so you can just create a new one for like payment canceled, or maybe the payment canceled, you can just redirect customer back to the home page. So for example, yes, it can be just the home page if client canceled the booking. So also we have some additional parameter tax ID collection and also automatic tax collection. So you can read more about these parameters, and for now, for this tutorial, we don't want to enable them and just click connect. So yeah, if you see the success message, so the payments have been connected and everything should work now. But before we can try the bookings, we need to change the settings of the service in Bookla platform. So let's go to services. So here we have our one service, and let's go to the settings. And here, the booking policy, we need to change that to needs prepayment. Click save. Okay, perfect. And now, if we can go to our page, for example, to our homepage, and please test the payments in published page, because if you're gonna use it in the preview mode, so the Stripe will not work, so it will show just an error that it can't be loaded in iframe. So that's why it's better to publish the page and just try the booking here. Let's click book a court. Let's just select some time, accept, continue. Let's just write some details here and click make booking. And right now we are redirected to Stripe checkout page, where we see the details of the booking, some ID, and also we can enter card details to finish the purchase. And here we can just enter the test card details that Stripe provides. So I usually use like 4242424242 and 1 2 3 4 and James Bond, for example, and click pay. Let's wait a little bit and the payment should go through. Yes, the payment went through, and we see that we are redirected to the payment success page. So with the message, thank you, we are processing your payment, you will receive a confirmation email with all the details shortly. And let's check if we received an email. And yeah, here is our email confirmation with all the details that we have in our template. As you can see, the details have been replaced. Here is the name of the client and also the booking details. So like the service, resource, start date with the start time and end time, and also see you soon message that we just added. Also, you can modify, for example, this resource, you can just change to a court number or something like that. Or you can even like remove this as you want. And now let's give our clients an option to modify and reschedule bookings themselves. And for that purpose, we need to use Booking Rules plugin. Let's go to the Bookla platform. Now, if we want our customers to be able to manage, like cancel or reschedule their bookings themselves, we need to activate Booking Rules plugin. So let's go to plugin section, click add plugin, and right here we have Booking Rules. Click add, and the Booking Rules plugin has been added. Let's go there, and here we see that we can add two different type of rules: new cancellation rules and also rescheduling rules. So basically, the cancellation rules are responsible for the rules when customer can cancel the booking, and rescheduling, so it's basically if we allow our customers to reschedule the booking or not. Let's start with the cancellation rules. Just click new cancellation rule. We can call it, for example, standard. Priority can be a default. So also we can have a multiple cancellation rules. For example, for some specific services, we can have one rule. For another service, we have another rule. Or if we don't select any service, so this will be our default rule. So here in the periods section, we see that we have hours before and the refund percentage. So for example, if you accept payments and somebody is making the booking 24 hours before or even earlier, then customer can receive 100% refund. But remember, if you are using the payment gateway, then you still pay for any transaction, even if there will be a refund, so you still need to pay for that. So that's why we recommend to have, for example, at least 95% refund. Also, if we want to add another period, for example, for like really late cancellation, let's say hours before can be 1, and then it will be 50%. So it means that if somebody is canceling the booking between 1 hour and 24 hours before the reservation, then they will get only 50% back. If they want to cancel the booking like less than 1 hour before, then they will not get a refund. So for example, let's keep these rules and click create. So now we have created our first cancellation rule. So if we want to add more, as I said previously, for different services, you can add more. But usually you just need like one cancellation rule for all the services. And now we can go to rescheduling rules and create reschedule rule. Also, we can call it standard. And here we have only one field, hours before the booking. So basically this number of hours means if we allow to reschedule customers their bookings basically 24 hours before or more. If somebody wants to reschedule, for example, like 20 hours before, then if you have this rule, so it will not be possible. But in our case, we can, for example, have 1 hour before, so 1 or more hour before. So, and for example, if somebody, I don't know, can't attend or can't use the booking, but they are rescheduling the reservation, for example, 3 hours before, then they will be able to do that. So let's click create. And now we have cancellation rule and reschedule rules set up. Also, we have a contact details. Basically, these details will be used on the page where customer gonna see the booking details, and also will see these additional contact details where they can write about the booking, or maybe if they have some questions. So in our case, we can just write, for example, support@bookla.com, but you can write your email, of course, and the phone, for example, something like this, and also additional information. If you want customer to also to know something about your specific rules, or maybe you just want to let them know something additionally, so you can write it here. So maybe, for example, you can just write here an address of your venue or something else, but I will just write additional details go here, and we'll see where this text is displayed. So click create. Okay, now we have set up the booking rules, but we need to send the link somehow to the customer so they will be able to click it and to manage the booking. To do that, we can go back to our email notifications plugin, go to clients, and for example, in booking confirmed, we can edit this template, and right here, we can add one more parameter that will be replaced when the email is sent. So for example, you can manage this booking following this link. And here we need to open square brackets and paste manage URL parameter. So when the email confirmation is sent, this manage URL will be replaced to a real link where customer can click and just follow this link and do the management. Just save changes. And now let's go back to Framer and let's do one more booking and we'll see how the confirmation email looks. So let's just open this link. Let's go back to book a court. Just let's select some time. Let's just write again some details here. Make booking. So yes, we need to finish the payments again. Okay. Yes, now we are redirected to the thank you page, and let's check our email. So yeah, this is the booking confirmation email that we just got, and here, as you can see, we have this link that we can click and go to the manage booking. So let's just click it and check how it looks. And here we see the details of our booking as a client. So we see the booking ID here, we see the date and time, the duration, also we have the service and resource information, the price, and at the bottom we see this need help section where we are displaying this email that we just entered before, the email, the phone, and also the additional info. So this additional info, you can just write whatever you want to, basically to let people know some specific details of your booking process or maybe something else. And here we see that we have two buttons. Reschedule booking, so when you can just select another date and just select the time and reschedule the booking. Or we can cancel the booking. So for example, as we have less than 24 hours until our booking, we see that here is the message that there will be only 50% refund. And also, as a client, you can write the cancellation reason, so it's optional field, but you as a business owner, you will just see this message in the booking details. So let's just reschedule it first. For example, later today, confirm rescheduling. So we just do the double confirmation and click reschedule. And now we see that the booking was rescheduled correctly. Now we can cancel the booking, for example, and just write, sorry, I can't make it. Cancel booking. So, and the booking was canceled. We see that the client has received the refund of $15. So this refund is made automatically through Stripe. So, and if we're gonna refresh the page, because we see that the status is pending for this transaction, but I think it just takes a little bit time to process. And if we reload it, yes, the status succeeded. And if we go to our Stripe page and we let's go to transactions, and we see that here is the partial refund of these transactions. So if we can go inside that transaction, so we see that the client received a refund amount. So here, $15, and you finally receive the amount minus the refund on your Stripe account. So basically, yeah, for the booking management and cancellation, that's it. So you can easily add it to your email templates and also set up different cancellation rules, and your customers will be able to just follow this link and check, for example, the booking details, or they will be able to reschedule it and cancel it. And the last thing that can be really beneficial for court reservations is additional services that you can sell when somebody is making a booking. So for example, you can upsell balls and also paddle rackets, for example, the renting of the rackets. And to do that, we can go to plugin section and enable service add-ons. Just click here, click add, and let's go to service add-ons. And right here we can start creating our add-ons. We have a separate video where I explain the different type of add-ons. You can find in description below, and just click and check this tutorial. But in this particular tutorial I will just go through these two types of service add-ons, like one balls and another one paddle rackets. So let's click create add-on, and here let's call it can of balls, and we want our customer to be able to purchase just one can of balls, because it doesn't make any sense to propose like to choose the number of cans. And to do that, we can just set max quantity to 1 and click and the price should be, for example, $10. Click create. Now let's add one more add-on, and like rackets rental, for example. And here let's say will be $5 per racket, and the maximum quantity will be 4, because it's basically one booking, and if nobody has rackets, so people can just rent up to 4 rackets. And click create, and now we have 2 add-ons created. Now we need to link those add-ons to services, because you can for example, for court reservations you can have one type of add-ons, but for another type of services you can have another add-ons, or maybe you don't have any add-ons for different type of services. So that's why we need to link add-ons to specific services. So we have only one service right now, and let's just link our add-ons, like can of balls, link, and also let's link racket rental. Okay, now in Bookla, that's it. We don't need to add anything else. And in our framer component, we need to go inside the component, and here we have add-ons property, which we can enable. And also here in the add-ons subsection, we have texts that we can modify, and also styles. For example, if you want to edit some styling of that. And when let's try to book a court, for example, Saturday, 8:30. Oops, add-ons doesn't look great. Let's go back and just change the styling. Because when we enable add-ons, it takes the default styling. So background should be our dark blue, and the border, it can be, let's select just white. Okay, perfect. Now let's go back and check it out. Book a court, Saturday, 11:30, and here we see that we have add-ons. And at the moment the price is like 30, but if, for example, we select can of balls, so total for add-ons is $10 additionally. And for example, if we need one racket, so it will be 15, 20, up to 30, basically 10 per can of balls and 5 per each racket, and the maximum is $30. Accept, continue, And let's make a booking. Yeah, and as I said previously, you can't test inside Framer preview because you will see this screen of Stripe. Let's go back and just publish our page and open it here, and just quickly let's try to book a course. Here, 4, accept, continue, Igor, and make booking. Yes, and we see that the total is 60. So, and we also see in the description that we have kind of balls and racket rental. So basically this description can be just quite useful for a customer to see in the invoice. And then if we made the payment, the booking is confirmed, and also we'll see these add-ons in our booking details. But let's just quickly make the booking. Okay, booking is made, and let's go to Bookla platform, to our bookings section, and here let's check the booking itself. And as we see, we have a price breakdown here. The base price is for our court, and also the add-ons. Kind of balls, 10, and also rackets. 4 rackets, $5 each. And the total price is 60. And also we can see the payment details, that the payment made successfully through Stripe, so everything is working. That's all for today, my friends. Thank you for watching. Please like this video, subscribe to this channel not to miss next videos in this tutorial series. And it's time to play some paddle. See ya. Bye guys.